I once spent an entire afternoon building the perfect lead list. 200 plus contacts, manually researched and sent personalized emails for each one. I got 2 replies out of that. One asked me, "How did you get my email?" and the other one was a spam. That was the moment I stopped doing sales prospecting manually. This video is what I wish I had watched before that afternoon. Hi, I'm Harish, and in this video, I'll show you how to use AI to handle your entire sales prospecting workflow, from finding leads to sending personalized follow-ups, all done with a single tool. Now, I know what you're thinking, another AI video, but stay with me because most of these workflows are built across 5 different tools that don't talk to each other. And by step 3, you've already lost context. Today, I'll show you how to do all of this inside Intempt. One place, no juggling, no wait, which tab has the leads again moments. Let's get into it. Before we go step by step, here's the full picture. Step 1, we'll build a lead list using Apollo or Clay. If you already have a list, then that's perfect. Next, we'll import that list into Intempt so that we can qualify using its AI and set up the email follow-ups. Step 3, we'll use the AI research agent to score each lead against our ideal customer profile. And in step 4, we'll create personalized emails. And by personalized, I mean actually personalized. It's not hi, first name and a generic email template. This email will not only contain the details about the prospect, but also persuade them to take the action we want them to take. And finally, we'll set up automated journeys that will trigger based on the prospect scope. Once you set up this workflow and it's running, you don't have to touch it again. Now, let's build this workflow. Step 1, create your lead list. Log into Apollo or Clay and build your lead list using their filters. These filters should reflect your ICP, your ideal customer profile. If you don't have one written down, now it's a good time. Think about job title, company size, industry, and their location. The more specific you are here, the better everything downstream works. One thing I learned the hard way is that a list of 200 well-targeted leads will always outperform a list of 2000 random ones. And once you're done, export this list as a CSV. Step 2, import this list into Intempt. Log into Intempt, head over to Users and hit Import. Then upload your CSV. Now here's something I actually find impressive about this. Once Intempt receives the data, it automatically reads through it and creates user attributes, job title, company, location. All of it gets mapped without you doing anything. If you want this to work in real time, meaning every new lead that comes in gets picked up automatically, use the API integration instead of a manual upload. That way, you're not re-importing CSVs every week like it's 2015. You can also create segments here if you want to group leads before moving on. We'll skip that for now and keep it simple. Step 3, set up the research agent. This is my favorite part. Head over to Agents inside Intempt and create a new research agent. Here's what it does. Instead of manually scoring every lead or using rigid rules like if company size is X, score is Y, the agent automatically reads the data on each lead and evaluate how well they match our ICP. You just have to write a prompt like analyze the incoming leads and assign a prospect score from 1 to 10 based on how closely they match the ICP. That's it. The agent reads every lead, reasons about it the way a good sales rep would, and writes a prospect score directly to the profile. The more specific you are about the prompt, the more accurate will be the scoring. I've tested this with vague prompts and specific ones. The difference is significant, so be specific. Step 4, create personalized emails. Head over to Journeys, then Snippets, and create a smart snippet. Click the AI button and describe what you want. For example, we can say write a personalized follow-up email for high-intent prospects who have a prospect score of 7 and above. Then the smart snippet will use the data Intempt has on each lead, such as their role, company, behavior, and writes an email that's actually specific to them. Not a generic template where you just swap their names. An email that will reference to actual context. You can also create a separate snippet for low-score leads with a completely different tone. Maybe a softer intro, a different value angle, because a person who barely fits your ICP should not get the same message as someone who's a perfect match. Obvious in theory, rarely done in practice. Once your snippets are ready, head over to Messages and create a new email. Add your design and in the text box, just recall the snippet we just created. And that's it. Now the smart snippet will populate this email and we can use it for the journeys. Step 5, create automated journeys. For the final step, head over to Journeys again and create a new one. Then set the trigger to prospect score is greater than 7 and add an email block, select the email we just created and configure it. Then create a second branch in the same journey for prospect score is low and add a different email here with a softer message and a lighter ask. And that's the full workflow. From this point on, every new lead that enters your pipeline will get scored automatically, and high intent leads will get a personalized email built for someone close to your ICP. Low intent leads will get a different message that keeps the door open. All of this happens without you doing anything manually. I know this looks like a lot of steps, but honestly, the first time I built this, it took me about 45 minutes, and most of that was me second guessing my ICP prompt. Once it's running, it's just running. If you want to take this further, you can add multi-step follow-up sequences, layer in the website behavior, or trigger Slack notifications whenever a high-score lead comes in. I'll cover this in the future videos. For now, set this up, test it with a small list, and see what happens. That's it for this one. If you found it useful, you know what to do. I'll see you in the next one.